Hi guys, Showmofo here, and we're back with some Robocraft, but it's a little bit of sad news today, and at least it's making me a little bit sad. I've got some good news and I've got some bad news, and I think we'll just get straight in with the bad news. Well, the time has finally come for me to pretty much bin everyone off my friends list. Yes, it's been coming some time, but I'm going to do it today. And I just thought I'd make a little video explaining why. Now, quite a while ago, I believe it was around the, was it called Tharis Rift or something update? It's too far back, I can't be bothered scrolling around there. The new Mars map update came out, and after it did, I started getting really bad lag, going in and coming out of battles. I also got a lot of freeze in the bays, and I thought it was something to do with the chat and the friends list back then. And I believe I went to post about it on the tech bug support part of the forums, and Aavak had beat me to it. He'd posted all of his information there about his computer and the problem he'd been having, which was exactly the same as mine. And originally, because we'd just come out on Steam, Icefire thought maybe it was something to do with the Steam client, but I let him know that at the time I was still using the standalone client and wasn't running it through Steam. And I came to the conclusion that possibly it was because we had such large friends lists, and it was something to do with fetching data from the chat and stuff, and I mentioned this, and I even tried to bump this a couple of days later, but it didn't really get any attention, and then it just kind of faded away. And any of you guys who are regular watchers of my channel will realise it was shortly after then that I started editing out the wait times and the coming out of battle animation. Because I can make, like, I usually run my videos to about an hour, but now it's gotten to the point where, like, I'm editing maybe 10 minutes out that's just hang time from the games, and I want to be streaming, and that's the good news. The good news is I will be streaming very soon, but what's put me off streaming is the fact that, you know, those hang times, the wait for the queue can be bad enough sometimes, but it's a lot better. The matchmaking is a lot better now. You get into battles a lot faster. But what's really killing it is the hang time I'm getting, and if I was live streaming, that would be extremely dull. And just the other day, I came across this, and I'm just going to play this now so you can see it, but this perfectly highlights my point, and I think Aavak is bang on the money with this.
And yes, you'll see this a lot in between battles, unfortunately. I'm not going to be accepting any friend requests. I have tracked down the cause of all the lag I was having. I've also got a sneaking suspicion I know why it was causing lag. But the lag that I've been experiencing for the last couple of streams happened around the same time they put in the groundwork for this. The whole Robo League stuff. The patch just before they actually made it live, I suspect they put in some of the foundation code that checked the people on your friends list to find out where they were in the rankings. And ever since then, I've been having terrible lag whenever I move out of a battle, whenever I load up the game, or periodically. It seemed random to me, but perhaps there was a bit of a pattern to it whenever this was updated, basically. And that's often why I would get terrible lag whenever someone sent me a friend request, because it was updating my friends list as a result of me accepting them. So yeah, I've stripped a lot of people out of my friends list right now, and I'm not going to be adding people back the way I was. That is just whenever someone invited. So I do apologize about that. But
Okay, so thanks to Aavak for letting me use that little clip. I think he's bang on the money there. I think possibly they have introduced that. Now, I'm going to show you just a quick example. I'm going to load the game up now from Steam. Okay, I'll just log in. Now, this is usual. Obviously, I don't normally have this in the video, but I'm trying to make a point here. So, I'm just showing you this. This is all normal. This takes a little bit of time to load the game. That is expected. I have zero problem with this part of it. You know, we need to load those assets, and then it's got to initialize. That's fair enough. I expect that from a game. Okay, and so we've initialized. And eventually we will load up. Okay, and then it's going to connect to the server, and again I can understand this taking a little second or two, but check what happens now. See this freeze? I've got my finger on the space bar, I'm moving the keys, and I've just got this horrible freeze. Oh, and that can take quite a bit to come in, and let's see how many friends are on at the moment. See, I've got quite a few friends on there at the moment, and my problems tend to be worse if I'm playing late at night, when there's a lot more of the American chaps on, or people in other countries on different time zones playing. My problems tend to be worse. Now, let's just quit this. I think it's actually quicker if I just quit it from here. Yeah, now then, my friend has very kindly allowed me to log in on their account. Okay, so we're going to log in. And again, we're just going to have to wait for this. This is just standard. Okay, and it's connecting to server, and then we're in, and straight away we can move around and we can do stuff, and there's none of that freeze and none of that baze. Now, this is the same machine, same software. The only difference is there's only one person on their friends list, and I'm offline at the moment. And now I'm just going to take this awesome bot out. I believe it's a bit lopsided. I think this had some cubes on. I don't think Bridgie Doodles has played since the update happened where they took off all the lower tier stuff. So I think there may be some like jammers or something missing from this. This is a crazy looking bot, but let's take it out. And you'll see there, get in. Well, look how fast that was. And then I'm going to teleport in, and this is the bit I usually edit out. Now I can understand a little bit of time taking coming in and out, but what was happening with me was I was getting real freeze. Okay, and come in nice and fast, and that's all fine. Now, I'm just going to get killed. I'm just going to charge in and get killed and then exit this game so I can compare it with my one. Now, what happens with me is, when it's really bad, I'm coming into the battle. Oh, what an awesome build, Bridgie Doodles. Thank you very much. Well, let's just escape. Okay, but we come out of this. And there we go. We connect to the server. We're back in. And I didn't get a score screen then. I'm not sure if that's normal. If you just don't do anything, you don't get a score screen anymore. Maybe that's the case. Okay, let's quit this. Again, it's just a little bit faster if I do it there. And then I'm going to log in to mine again. Oh, lovely brew. Lovely brew while we load some assets. Now, that's fine. This is normal. I expect this. Okay, we come back in, we connect. That's fine. Then I'm going to move, and we've got the freeze, and we've got the freeze. Oh, loads of freeze. Oh, just look how sluggish the game becomes while it's trying to sort out all of that data. And I'm just going to go into a battle now, so we can compare this as well. I'm not going to do any editing on this, so we go in fairly fast. That can happen. Usually the problem I have, and unfortunately it doesn't always happen, so I might not get to capture it. You'll just have to take my word for it. But I'm sure if you look back in some of the videos after the Mars map update, but before I started editing, you will see what I mean in terms of the score screen at the end not animating on and stuff like that. Okay, so we've come in, and that's not too bad. But sometimes I come in, and the match is halfway through. And this is generally when I've got a lot of friends in the friends list on. So I'm actually going to play this game properly because, you know, you might as well have a little bit of gameplay thrown in this video. But this primarily is me just letting you know my reasons why I'm going to be doing a cull of my friends list. Let's see. Oh, he caught me. That wasn't helpful. I think this is a mistake a lot of the medics go for, is just healing, when in fact you could be destroying these foes, stripping them of weapons and rendering them useless. There we go. Had a great little platoon with Mitchell this afternoon, and that was quite nice. Of course, I think we had about 3 games and then it crashed my client. But hopefully, once the friends list is sorted, that should be a bit less of a problem for me. He's on 88. Let's help this guy out. Get him some legs back on. Oh, he stripped all my weapons. Oh, what a fiend. That was a bit of a mistake there. Never mind. We're dead. Awesome. Okay, now let's see what happens. Oh, I have to quit the game first, don't I? Okay, so we're going to exit. And then it starts to hang around here. And this can drag on for ages. And just, if I was live streaming, this would be terrible. And see there, see the way it hangs there? And that also can last for ages. And it's just not going to make for good viewing. And if I'm live streaming, I can't edit any of that out. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my friends list. And I'm going to keep a few friends, some of whom are actual people who I know, and some of whom are just people who are generally on at the same kind of times of day that I'm with and I play with quite often. And, you know, once I've stripped that down, I'm not going to be accepting any more friend requests. The only people I will be friending with are people who I play with regularly. So if you want to be on my friends list, then basically it's playing around the same time as I am, and being nice and courteous and talking to me a bit first and stuff, and maybe having some platoons, and then I might just, you know, use the chat to let people know, oh, short maintenance mode, something exciting coming hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to be bidding off a lot of you, and I'm sorry guys, I would love to keep you all on my friends list, but it's killing the game for me. And right now, even when I'm not recording, I'm trying to grind so I can buy Halloween goodies, and it's just taking so much time out of the actual gameplay time that it's really, really killing me. So I'm sorry about that, but on the bright side, it does mean that any day now I should be able to set up my Twitch account and start live streaming, and you guys can all come and watch me play in real time. And I hope you appreciate that, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys don't ask to be my friend and send me invites just because you've seen a video of me on YouTube. Much as I'd love to have all the friends in the world, it's not viable for me, and it's killing the game for me a little bit. And so I'm sorry, but if you're not on my friends list, it's just I don't know who you are, and I don't play with you often enough to have you on. And if it comes to it, I may even I might end up having to strip even more. So I've just got a bare minimum of friends, or maybe even zero friends, and we can just organise platoons and stuff through the chat. You don't have to be on my friends list to platoon with me. You can just invite it and set it up by chatting to each other in the chat, and then typing in the name to invite somebody. So it's not really a problem, it shouldn't affect too much, but I would appreciate it if from now on you guys could just bear in mind it's a technical issue, and until they resolve whatever problem it is that's been causing that, I simply can't have a maxed out friends list. And I really don't want to go through the thing of having friend invites pending every time I log into the game, because unless you deal with them straight away, they pop up continuously as well. So I hope you respect that and can understand why I'm doing it. Really, it's for your benefit so that I can get some Twitch action on the go, and all you guys can participate in that. And yeah, that's it. So, bad news, I'm having a cull on the friends list. Good news, live streaming for Showmofo should be imminent. Okay guys, sorry that's a bit of a boring one. Sorry there's bad news involved there. Really not happy about it myself. But it's getting in the way too much, and I need to do something about it. I hope you appreciate that, and I hope you understand. Okay guys, I'll see you next time, hopefully on a cheerier note and with a bit more awesome gameplay. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.